So, welcome to the speedrun tutorial for Wonder Boy 3 Monster Lair. We are talking about the Sega Genesis or Sega Mega Drive version of this game, the port from the arcade. And it's a two-player possibility, but we are just looking right now for the category any percent. We call it actually console beginner. So in that case, it's the US version because the fastest way with 60 FPS. And we are showing. I will explain every level, what is important and what you have to understand in every level, where you get specific weapons, what weapon is actually the best. And it's actually a really short game, but has some very interesting strats. There's like most of the time an auto-scroller, what you have, but you have to force the auto-scroller actually to go faster. That means you need to have to learn the levels at least, what are coming. You have to know the patterns, you have to know what is coming next. And biggest thing in this game is that you have to bring your HP, of course, down if possible, because in the end the hunger bar on the top, what you can see right now, as long as it is, as longer it takes time until you get to the next screen. So even like when you're picking up fruits and when you're picking up weapons, you always see your hunger bar is always growing until the possible maximum, and to get it as fast as possible out of the screen, you need to have it at least low or the lowest possibility in that. So yeah, Wonder Boy 3 Monster Lair has actually 8 stages. We have Lip Fisher, Cobrarones, Count Sebatten, Queen Busby, Chunkus, Cactasini, Sludge Room, Crabiolos, and then the final boss. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are actually 9 stages, not 8. I was misguessing yesterday. It's like 9 stages, and we have one part where we have an autoscroller where we are forcing it, and then we have one part what is an automatic autoscroller where you cannot even force the speed. So yeah, in the time when you're on the dragon flying to the boss, you actually don't lose time if you would kill yourself. And that's also a strat what we will do a lot, because we want to bring our hunger bar down. And of course we are only killing ourselves only when we have a bigger hunger bar than, let's say, I think it's like 8 bars what you have when you die. And when you have less than 8, you should actually don't kill yourself, because then you have less. So like there could be a time when we have like 4 health bar because we just didn't pick up anything before. But yeah, it's definitely a fun game to speedrun, actually really easy to pick up. The most important part is, of course, I just show you that you go into the option mode before you start your run, bring it into beginner, take 5 players and 6 credits, because you always have to be safe. You can make 4 or 6 credits, 3 for 3 or 5 players, and we play the beginner mode. Another very important thing is you should do that with a hard reset or a soft reset, because if not, what I'm right now explaining you could be not happening, because you started in the middle of a demo, or of the demo you started the game, and that changes the weapons and what you can get next, because there's still in the code some stuff from the game. So every time when you are starting a run, you do a hard reset or a soft reset, then you go into options, you change, go out, and then you can start the game. The timer starts actually not in game start when you press it. It starts when you're here and when you press here start. So in the moment when you're pressing here start on that screen, the timer starts to running. The timer ends when you are touching the legendary armor, not before. So even if you kill the boss, you are still like, you can still move, and there's the last screen. There will come a last screen where you actually can move, and you have to move to the legendary armor, what is lying there on the ground, and when you touch it, in that moment it's time. Just to give some information how it goes. So with that, let's start with the first level. First level is actually really easy to learn, and yeah, I will explain you everything step by step. So important thing, of course, is that let's just do here a save state every time, because I have to go level by level. So when you get hit, of course the autoscroller stops being fast, and there will be like in the beginning just a movement thing, and you just have to understand what you have to do to get the right weapon at the right boss, and you have to run the levels. That is the only and the biggest key. I will tell you which boss is actually can be hidden by a weapon, because it will reach the end. Like there are some screens where you never reach with the weapon you selected the boss even, and there are some screens where you actually can beat the boss by using a weapon or killing even the weapon, with the weapon killing even the boss. And I will explain you in every stage, boss stage, which weapon you actually want or which weapon is actually the best. So with that, we just start. So when we are starting, we just hold right, and we are just mashing fire on the first level. It's actually really easy. You just have to understand. I just give you a small explanation. If you jump and you hold up, you can actually glide. That is very important for later movement. And there can be only like, you see, if I just shoot and continue shooting, my shoots are stopping. So what you have to understand is when you let it go, the shoot, it will go until the end of the screen. If you are mashing it, you only have a smaller range. And if you go forward, like you see right now, you are just really forcing the screen to go forward. So this is like the basic stuff what you have to understand in this game, that if you're mashing the button, your range will be only half to the screen. If you're just shooting and then stopping the mashing, the shots will actually end, go until the end. So you can of course mash, because we're always in the forward. I just want to explain you why some shots are not perhaps even hitting some enemies, because if you mash, like, the range of your shot will stop, especially for the basic shot. And some of the shots have like different types, what I actually will explain right now every time when we get a range. So let me just go like basic stuff here in the first level. I just explain you right now every shot what you can pick up. So the beginning is like just going forward and just mash. The rings actually like sprite. It's like going like really big, as you can see. This one you can also mash, but you can see that your range is really short. If you just hold it, it's like just one shot. And the next one would be another stuff what is like can shoot in the front and in the back. I will show you that in a second again. So let me just do that again. Easiest way actually is just press left here and twice left, and then you get everything. So let's show you this again. So first weapon what we get is the rings, and the rings are spreading out. Actually good if you want to hit a lot of enemies, like top and bottom. The second one will be this power, and it's only good for enemies, actually not so good for bosses, because it makes less damage. And this shot can go forward and backward, but you can only have 3 shots at the same time on the screen. So be careful if you want to mash and you don't hit anything, you have to wait until they are disappearing. The next shot is like a ring thing, so like I said, it's actually a really easy level. and that's actually already the beginning, was like 30 seconds. I will go along in the stage. Just wanted to explain the shots. There are even more shots. There's a rotation blade, what is actually the worst for contacting, like for fighting. And there are more, like I said, there's so many more weapons, and I just explained a little bit about some weapons you already saw. So what kind of weapons do we have? We have the rotation blade. The rotation blade is like a shield, looks like a shield, but it's actually really bad because it's not so powerful. So every time it could be that you are not killing an enemy with your shield and you just die. That is the weapon what comes most. Then you saw already we had the rings. The rings can spread up and go like 5 elements. We have the bomb thing. The bomb thing is actually good for normal enemies, but like I already mentioned, then they're looking so powerful, but they are not making a lot of damage to the bosses actually. They're just really weak to the bosses. I don't know why. I always thought it's a big weapon for the boss, but it's actually a really weak weapon for the boss. Then we have these rotation drills, what is like a straight shot. Also not the most powerful one. And the last weapon what you can actually pick up is the fireball. It's a big thing, and the fireball actually we want. It's like a big fire thing, and it's the most strongest weapon in the game. And there, especially like I rooted it in the first 3 stages. I rooted it down, and of course there are later stages where you can reach the boss again and use that weapon, but it's still like it would be still, you have to really look forward to exactly know what comes next and what you have next to get into the situation that you get the powerful weapon. So I just rooted it until the 3rd level, and then I just hope that I get the right thing and always try to bring my HP down with every death. If you like have 0 lives, and you are like most of the time you should kill yourself or hit yourself down for the hunger bar in the boss level when you fly on the dragon. And if you have there 0 lives, you just kill yourself too. It's not a problem. You just press directly start after you killed yourself to get the credit you take. You have 6 credits. It should be fine actually. You should not take more than 2 credits if you are following the strats I'm showing right now. In the whole run, maximum 2 credits. I even made it with 0 credits, using and finishing with 0 lives in the end, even when I took intentional deaths. You get a new life at 50,000 points and 100,000 points. I think then the next one is 200,000 or 100. I don't know how much, but you get new lives when you reach a different kind of like points. And you cannot lose the hunger bar in the boss part. It's like you only gain more, like every time when you pick up a weapon you gain 1 more bar, but you cannot lose them. You only lose the hunger bar thing in the stage before the boss, like in the actual running part, what we're using to force the screen to go to the right. There you actually lose parts of your like hunger, and there are 2 ways to lose it: just the time or touching a stone. It's a little bit like they made it a little bit like, again, like 1/1 when you're touching a stone, that you are losing actually health, and that's actually what we also want in some levels to bring it down. And yeah, that's actually the game. It's all like just learning the level, what comes next, taking some specialities. They could be the weapons. A very, very important thing are also the green flying fairies, what you actually always want to take because they make you invincible. And the pink fairies are just giving you, instead of fruit, that you're getting a cake. But we actually don't want that we don't want to open the pink fairies, because why? Every cake you are touching is an instant refill of your full hunger bar. So in that case, of course, since we want that the hunger bar is down, we don't want to open the pink fairies, and the fairies are always in kind of a bubble, and you just have to open them. And then, like I said, the green fairy you actually want every time when it's there, and the pink fairy you just don't want. And if you somehow open it, it could be that you have to kill yourself in the boss level. This is like the basic stuff what I just explained. And now let's go just for the stages by themselves. And like I said, it's actually super easy. So timer would start now, and you just mash, go here forward. When you collect here the weapon, you just jump here on this thing, then you collect the next weapon, jump again, and then you just you can collect the next one, but it doesn't even matter. Just jump here on the top, go like, don't go on the down part, continue jumping, and it's just, don't be afraid, just shoot to get all the birds, and jump here on the, like, it's just a jumping thing and holding to the right, getting everything, and then we are already in the boss part. So actually it's super short, it's like 30 seconds of playing the game. It's just holding right and jumping in the right time. All the platforms that you see, these platforms are just moving platforms, so they will not fall into the water. So you just jump on them and just continue shooting, so you are not losing any time. And like I already said, there's the possibility to glide by holding up, but it depends on you if you want to glide. It's not necessary right now, but here again, so just mash the shot, not too hard, just safe. You will always kill everything. Jump on that flying platform every time when you get a weapon here, just jump on that. And after here is going on the small one and then on the big ones. And just hold right, jump here and here, this guy will not hit you. Jump here, this one is again a moving platform. Don't get like distracted from moving platforms, just follow the jumpings and just learn the level. That's everything what I can say. Very easy, and you don't have to collect anything. So now we are coming to the boss part, and what I mostly do is to get the right pattern. You can actually already start killing every, like in the boss part. Let me just show you that, because we're seeing the mini enemies directly now. So when you kill these, like in every boss part, you have mini enemies, like you see right now here, the fishes. And when you kill all 4 of them, or 6, depends, like some have 6, some have 4, but mostly it's 4. When you kill them, you get like a weapon drop. And what I do here to get the right weapon is I let the first 3 pass, and then I just kill everything until I see the ring appearing, that I get the ring. And the next weapon after the ring would be then the fire inferno thing, like the fireball weapon, what we want. So what I do is just I let the first 3 pass. If you're not sure for yourself that you hit every enemy, it's just a learning pattern, down, up stuff, you know, when they're spawning and killing them. And if you're not sure, start already in the beginning from the first one, and then wait until the rings are appearing. Then kill yourself to bring your hunger bar down, and then just wait until the last 3 are, 1 is in the top, 1 is in the down, and the last one will be exactly in the middle of the screen. And then you just wait until the last one, the middle of the screen, kill the 4, and take the fireball and kill the boss by kind of mashing the fireball. The fireball is also, you don't have to mash, it's like a rhythm thing. So you want that always 2 fireballs are in rotation, but it's just try out. If you mash, it could be that you're not having the same input than if you're just doing it by rhythm. That's just an information what you have to find out yourself. So like I said, I let the first 3 pass, and then I just start shooting them, and then tracking just everything with me. You don't have to do that, but I like to take it because I take points every time when I get the weapon, and just learn where they are and look for the rings. And whenever the rings are appearing, what is coming right now, I kill myself. There's the top, the bottom, and then this one would be actually then the firestorm. I just missed it. So let's do this just again. But yeah, you saw the last 3, and I always let 3 pass, so I don't have to wait so long. but you don't have to do that. Whatever you feel comfortable, it's just learning the levels. I will go, like I said, I will go specifically on every level. Again, very important, do a hard reset or a soft reset. If you don't do that, you will have different weapons. And as you can see, since I made a hard reset, I always get the same weapons. So if you start the game in the middle of the demo, you will have different weapons, and that could be bad for you because you're used to other weapons, and it could be that you don't get the weapon you want in the end. So yeah, just jump here on the platforms and kill all the enemies on the way, and go into the boss door. And the first level is done at 138, something like that. And yeah, here in this part of the bosses, you always try to kill yourself if you have more than 50% of your health bar. If you have less than 50%, you should not kill yourself. You just then wait until you get the right weapon. And as you can see, some weapons you have to wait until they hit an enemy or disappear. So here's the ring, then you kill yourself, that's what I do, and then you just take the fireball. Then you go forward as much as possible and then just use that fireball to the guppy, and then you have killed him. And you see my health is like 8, what is the lowest what you can have actually. And yeah, you can split when the screen is dark or when the last tone you can hear. It's like how you actually have to work with that. So this is like the first level, and yeah, you should always take, if you are taking an intentional death in the level, you should always pick up every weapon, because like I said, 50,000 points you get a new life, 100,000 you get a new life, and you actually want new lives so you can refill your situation that you kill yourself in that boss room. I would just say it's like the boss flying part. So starting here is the timer. In the moment when you press start in that selecting screen, and then you just go and just jump on the platforms. Don't worry, you don't have to count anything, you just have to shoot. Jump on the small, then on the big one, go on the top to avoid these snails, go under this ball. You don't have to stop anywhere in this level. There is no problem, you should actually always pass. And yeah, jump on the flying platforms and just follow the rules and stay on the top, I would say. The rule is stay on the top. And this is always entering the boss dungeon, let's say. And the last one before the final boss is actually going into an UFO. So there are the 3. And then I just start killing them. And if you see the ring appearing, like I said, it has to be always this one. Until the 3rd stage you will have always the same kind of weapons in the right order. If not, you made something wrong or something was not correct. So here are the rings, then you kill yourself, and this is the 3rd one. And then you just take the fireball, and then you just you can mash actually, but you want that the eye, like you want to be really close, and as you can see, you can even stay like there, and then you go forward, so you're directly going out of the screen, what makes the game faster. So you can split in the moment when it's game black if you want to be a realistic time, or you can split on the tone on the last one. Like I used to split on that tone because I want that always the same situation, but I could have fake goals, so I'm not sure. But yeah, if you want to be really sure about yourself, you can split on the black screen. Any case, this was Lips Fisher. Now we come to Cobradores. So the first thing what I'm actually doing here right now is shooting at that one lemon, because when we're like making it big, it flies out like 4 of them, and then you just can refill yourself. It's the same situation, just go forward and shoot, hold shooting, and then you get the weapon you want. You stay on the stones, and then you just take here the weapon, and you take here the weapon there, you jump over, And there's the pink fairy, what we actually don't want, because when we are picking up now the pink fairy, even when we are like having no problem, we will take definitely a cake later, what is not helping us. This is the fairy 1, and you see I would like have now 6, and it goes down to 4, but since here is 1 on the way, what we cannot avoid here, we have full HP and we would have to kill ourselves again, and this was actually the level. So let me just bring it up again. It was this one. So what you have to do in this level, like before the boss, is just shoot at them. You can do that, and just shoot these 4 away. You get rings. Always you get rings. You can mash them out here, or you just go for every enemy. It's like 3, 4, and then these guys. And then you get these forward and backward shot. You just go forward, take the damage for on purpose, same here, and then jump on over these 2. What I have to explain is if you don't get the shot quickly out there for the birds, it could be that they kill you. So if you want to be sure, you can actually just wait for a second after getting like the double damage with stones, and then hit the last burst. The first you always should get definitely, but the second one, if you're not fast enough with the shots, it could be that you have the problem that they kill you. So you can wait like half a second to kill them all and then take the shot. And this will be this rotation blade. And something to that rotation blade is important. You have to just tap it and don't mash it, because if you mash it, it could be that you shoot 2 out, but if you just shoot 1 out, you are just killing the cobras what are coming down, and you avoid that this pink fairy is actually coming out. So if you're like timing it correctly here, you can kill the cobra and avoid that this pink fairy comes out. It's very important. You have to be like really slowly tapping. Of course you have to kill everything, but you have to slowly tapping it. So the cobra gets killed, but the pink fairy is not coming out. In that case, you will have just 4 health bar in the end of the boss room, what is better than killing yourself and having, of course, 8 health bars. But yeah, it's really not precise. It's making not so much difference, but just if you want to go for real pro strats, try to kill the last cobra at least before this pink fairy without opening the fairy bubble, let's say that. So let's do this again. So as you can see, just running forward many times is the key, and just shoot in the right time. Taking here the rings, has to be the rings, is something else. Good luck with the different pattern. So here I do it like that. And it could be that you have this weapon, what is not a big deal. You still get the right weapon here, the rings. And then you get this. So you saw these 2 stones here, you actually jump over them. You can bonk them if you want, but it's not necessary, because it could be that you are like close to die and you don't want to pick up some fruits before. And you want to kill the cobras, and if you would take the bonk of the 2 stones, you would actually jump into the first cobra and you could die. So that's why after taking the weapon, this rotation, I don't know what is, like, it looks like, I don't know, like something we are saying, like what you can use to build stuff. It's called Schrauben in German. I don't know what it's like in English. But yeah, if you pick that up, jump over the 2 stones and focus yourself on the cobras. I think there are 4 coming, and try not to open the bubble of the pink fairy. So let's do this again. You actually don't have to shoot here. You can also just take it. Doesn't matter, whatever you want, but you still get like weapons on the way. Whatever you want. I prefer to have full HP, so I don't have to take care about that. And if you die, you can see that you come down and the autoscroller stopped, but the pattern will be still the same. So you are not resetting the weapons, the weapon drops if you die. It's just that you are slower. You have to then fall down and then go forward again. And as you can see, now I would have to jump. If not, I'm dying. That's why I always take in the beginning the full, like I shoot the watermelon and take the 4, so I'm having full HP and I don't have to worry about that. So you can mash here, stay on the ground part, it's very important. Just you can do that, what I do, or... And if you get the rotation blades, doesn't matter. It's the same pattern, it's just you shoot it too early or whatever. It's like they're dropping 2 weapons in the same time. Jump here over and then just touch a little bit, as you can see. And then you can reach the situation that this pink fairy is not getting opened. There are coming 2 snakes here, then go on the top one, kill the top ones, and then just take the fairy, and now you're invincible. You can kill this guy, you don't have to. These guys are dropping a back and forward shot. You can kill them from the behind. And you can see that you are just going forward since you are invincible. And if you drop there this rotation blade weapon, you are actually good. So as you can see, I have now 3 health bars. And we are killing the enemies in the next screen, but we are not picking up the weapons, except the last one before the boss, and then we are finishing with 4 health bars, what is better than killing ourselves and having, 8 health bars. So this is like the level going, and I will show you the whole level again after that. So what you can do is just you open them, you follow the rules of the shots what are showing, you don't have to worry. You have to wait until this rotation blade is coming, because then the next shot after the rotation blade, not this one, what is it called? This weapon here, you see, this is the one before the weapon you actually want. And you just have to wait until now the top guys are coming, and then they're coming 6 in the down part here, and they drop again this powerful weapon. You go onto the right side and start attacking the Cobra Ronis with that shot, and don't move, just wait until he's dead and then move so you don't get killed. Stay here in the front so it goes quicker over and you're done. And this is level 2. Let's do level 2 again, just to show you everything again so you don't forget anything. So take the watermelon, kill the 4 snakes, get the rings. If they're not rings, you have a different way. Have to be rings. Here it can be the rotation blade over your, or this one, like the forward backward shot, or the rotation around your body. Take the damage of the stones, same here. Jump over, kill the cobras by jumping in the highest point, and hope that you don't hit that girly pinky. 2 snakes, then here in the top 2 snakes, then the cobra, another cobra, and then just... You can kill this guy, you don't have to, but I make it. Then we get the backward forward chop. Since we picked up the pink lady, we have now full HP, like full health, because we opened that bubble. But yeah, we want that this straight shot is coming out, and as you can see, my health bar is now really high. So what I have to do right now is just I have to kill myself before the boss. What is like with the top birds coming, and then I have 8 health, and it's still better than full health, of course. So this is a weapon what is like making you into an alarm. You can kill yourself right now directly, or to this ones. And then we have 7 HP, and now we are just taking here the 8 out, get the weapon, have 8 HP, and just take out Cobra Ronis, and that's it. That is level 2. Yeah. And that's it. Go to the forward, to the right side, so you're getting quicker out of the screen, because if not you fly all the way. And you see I got a new life. Let's do it again. One more time. Just showing you, because it's a very short game, it's very important that you get everything correct. So kill just the guys, of course. Stay on the top, stay on the ground part. Don't go on the top part. You don't care. Just kill everything in your way. You can mash, or you can just be like shooting normal, but don't get hit. Take the stones to bring your HP down. Take the stones again. You can wait like this and then continuing if you don't want to die there, or you just go forward. So you see how precise it is actually, that you don't have the problem there with the fairy to not open it. It's really precise, but makes not a big deal, not a big difference. Actually, you don't have to kill this guy. And now I missed one, and that means I have to do like, it could be that I like made the situation like I'm now one behind the weapon I actually want to see there, because I missed the birds to kill. But it should be still possible to reach the end. So now comes this weapon, what would be actually on the last screen. But since we can kill everything on the way, you can actually take everything if you want, if you have full HP, because it brings you points. Since you already have the problem. And there's like the weapon we are looking for, then we are killing ourselves. And then we just wait until all the enemies are gone. And then we just take here the 6 guys out, take the overpower, go down and forward as much as possible. And then just use your fireball and go here to the forward part and wait until everything is scrolled down. So let's go to the next one from Councy Button. It's a bat. So now comes the part with the gliding. So what I always use in this level is an audio key. So you have this like this sound, and then there is a special audio key when I press right, where I jump over the 4 enemies and glide. You glide if you press up, like you jump, of course, and when you hold up, you glide over some enemies or whatever you want. So it's like, you can hear like around this place is my audio cue. You don't jump directly in the first note, you jump a little bit later, but this is like kind of an audio cue where you understand when you jump over these mices. Important thing is like, this is like the strat what you have to do a lot in this stage, gliding and using the glide to avoid enemies, because some of the enemies you have to really wait to kill them, and we don't need the weapons actually from them. There are like a lot of enemies coming, so what I'm always shooting, and then in a special part I'm just jumping over them. So let's show you the beginning, and we go step by step. So you hear the audio, and then you just go here up and glide, and you just shoot. You take the next 2 weapons what are coming. Here you glide again, here you glide again, like you jump over them, and then you can continue gliding. And you stay on the down part, very important, because there are less enemies, just 1 stone is coming. In the top part you have a lot of enemies, and here you jump on the platform, kill all the bats, and then again you can jump over them and fly. So you can see what I mostly do is I just glide, and here you go on the top part. So how is the level built? The beginning level is you run, and then you have the audio key, and then you jump and glide over the first 4 mices. Then you start shooting, because there will be coming weapon drops, what you actually want. And there is a weapon, this drill thing, what I already mentioned many times, what you pick up, and when you pick up that drill thing, you start jumping, and you continue shooting, but you start jumping and gliding over the upcoming enemies. There are like 3 parts of enemies coming, mices, and these guys what are living under the earth. I don't know the name on English. Armadillos. I don't know. So you jump over these guys, and then you continue with jumping and holding up to glide. And the next part, after like there's a big gap what you just jump over, and the next thing is staying on the ground part and just continue going forward, and there will be coming 1 stone what you can actually destroy by shooting them or shooting that stone. And the top part is full of enemies and full of stones, so always stay on the ground part. Then you jump on a platform what is moving left and right. There are like bats spawning, and they will like follow you, so you actually have to kill them because they're coming in a rotation part. and then you just continue shooting, and then you go on the top part what we are right now. So this is like the beginning of the level, and I'll just show you again. So like I already mentioned, it's just learning out the level step by step, but I give you a kind of hint what I'm actually doing. So I just jump here when the first one is coming, and then glide, then we shoot, and then we get like 2 weapons, and when we have this drill thing from these guys here, we are just jumping, and then we jump again, and we jump again. So you see, like, and if you're not doing it correctly, you are losing time, like 3 or 4 seconds until you go forward again. And then you stay here on the ground, and you just wait. In the moment when the stone comes, you can like wait for half a second until it's destroyed, and then go forward again. Because if you're not the fastest smasher, it could be that you are dying here if you're not doing it fast enough. So that's why I'm like waiting until the stone really is dead, destroyed, and then I continue forward. And then, like I already mentioned, there comes the bats where you actually kill them, and because they come in rotation, take the weapon and then just continue shooting. So you just here jump over them, then you start shooting. You will have some lag, but it's normal. Then you take this, like you can see, if you're not fast enough shooting, you die. But you don't have to mash like crazy, but you have to kill everything on your way. If not, you die and you lose time until you are reaching the point again. So your shots have to be working, and then this weapon, you jump over them, then you jump over them, and then you jump over them. You jump here on the top, you stay on the ground part, you can go on the platform or whatever, and then you just destroy that and then go. Then you jump on that platform, destroy all the bats, it's destroyed. Then you jump over this guy and glide again, and just continue shooting and go on the top part. You can take this weapon if you want, you don't have to, but you see the lag, but it's normal. You take the green ferry. Here you stop for a second until that platform is spawning and moving to you, and then glide on it, and then glide on that, and then glide on that. Very important thing with the green ferry, I have to mention that because it happened a lot. When you are jumping on a place and you are actually invincible, and there is another enemy on that same spot you are landing, you die. You fall through the stone and you die, and you lose your invincibility. So you always try to destroy the enemy what is on the ground, what is in front of you, or you try to land on a part of the platform where no enemy is standing. I don't know why it's working like that. It's like it could be that not 2 sprites can be on the same place, something like that. But yeah, you could die actually when you're having, like, when you're sharing in your invincibility. What is like this invincibility what you have right now is bringing you until the end. So you don't have to think about killing enemies. But it could be, I always continue shooting and try to kill everything on my way and picking up weapons, because it could be that for a certain time when you're like flying or whatever, or walking, that an enemy is on the same spot like you, a sprite is on the same spot at you, and you just, without any warnings, you just fall through the stone, and then you're dead, and then you get spawned again, you lose time and all the stuff. So be really careful, kill the enemies so they're not sharing your spot. Go to the right and just shoot everything, take weapons. I just do that. I just shoot as much as possible so I don't share any enemies. And then I jump on this platform, and the same here. And that's what I just meant. The bat was in the same spot like me, and I just fell through the stone. And that's what can happen. And if you want, you can also jump. But this is completely a thing what really makes me angry, what they didn't program, that 2 sprites cannot be on the same place, and in that case it could be that you just die and you don't even know why. So yeah, for you, just the information. It's good that it happened actually in the showcase, because in that case you can see what actually can happen. So if you want, here, especially in the invincibility part, you can perhaps jump here over these beds, the last 4, before the boss door, because the boss door is actually coming directly after that. And you can actually jump there to not get into the situation that they kill you. So let's do this again, and then we are explaining count C button, what you can use, which weapon you can actually use, what is good and what is bad. One more thing, for the Blitzfisher, actually, if you don't get the fireball thing, the basic shot is actually really good to kill him. And for Cobra Ronis, when you don't get the fireball part, the normal rotation shield is actually also not bad. But yeah, if you have a wrong weapon, it will be always slower, these bosses, that they get killed. And yeah, if you're a good masher, perhaps you can actually kill also the Lip Fisher with a normal shot faster than with a rotation fire blade. And Cobra Ronis, like I said, if you don't get the fireball, you will always lose time. But if you have another weapon, it should be at least the rotation blade. But here, I will come later to the strat for count button that bad, what we can actually do. So yeah, if you see, like, if you don't, I have problems with my shooting button, so that's why I'm just always dying there in the moment. I have to really press hard. So yeah, kill the enemies, just use the shot, you know, like shoot hard, glide over these four, and shoot. I just tried not to die this time, and then when I get this, I jump over that, then I jump over these, and I jump over these. And then I just glide early here, so I don't touch even that moving platform. I kill this one by stopping a second. And I jump on this one. Don't forget you have lag. Then I jump over these guys. And then I just go on the top part. And then if you want, you can kill them, but you don't have to. The lag will be always there. And then here, wait until the platform spawns and then glide. Then glide again and then start. Don't land on the snake part. And just shoot if you want, so nothing can go wrong. And just shoot everything. And if you want, and you want to be sure, just dump here in the top, and then you should be fine. So this is the level how it goes. And sometimes you actually have to wait, like in the rotation beds, you have to wait. The platform is moving left or right. And some you have to go down and some you have to go up. It depends. Like the first one is down part is easier because only one stone coming in your way, and the other one is up is easier because there's nothing coming except the invincible fee, the fairy, what you actually want. And don't forget, don't share the same spot like enemies do, so you don't fall through the stone and you're dead. Boss time. So they're coming now a lot of beds. They're mostly like 4 beds, and what I do is I just kill every bed until I get this fire rotation thing. For the next boss, the best weapons is the small shield, actually, or the firebolts, whatever you want. They're spawning 2 firebolts. You just have to learn the pattern when they come. But I use the small rotation blades, the actually weakest shot, but in this case you kill the boss really fast with that. You kill him without even that he has one face out, because you're always going for the head from the down and you always hit them from the up. So what I actually do is just I go inside and then I start destroying all the beds, and then see whenever this weapon comes here, and then I just kill everything but don't pick anything up. So I just do my way. You don't even have to kill anybody of this. And then there comes another one after this, I think, and then you just do that again. And then in a certain amount of time I will just kill myself to bring my HP down, and then 4 here, then there comes 6 here. And this is the rotation blade I actually want. I go here in the top right, and then I just follow that enemy from the up to the top, and you kill him before he even throws his babies out. And that's how it goes. So let's do this level again. So for me, the pattern, what I actually know is that when I have like my big firestorm, my second one, and then after a specific part I just kill myself. And then I see like there will be one of this weapon what I actually want to use dropping, and the last guys will be like 4 in the ground, then there will be 6 in the top, in the middle, 6 in the top, and one more 4 or 6 coming. So you have just to look for that. When there are coming 6, you know there are only 3 more weapons you can pick up, and I think when you have this rotation blade, then the third after that there will be another rotation blade what is coming actually. So I will try to show you that, but yeah, learning by doing always. So jumping with gliding, shooting, don't forget to shoot, because if not you get killed here from these guys. Jump over this and glide, and jump over this. Don't forget to shoot. And jump early here, so you don't even touch that. Here, wait a second, so until it's destroyed. Then you jump on that platform and kill all the bats. If you miss one, doesn't matter, because you have to wait anyway. Jump over these guys. And then just kill everything on the way and take that weapon if you want. You can kill these enemies, doesn't make any difference, you don't reduce so much lag. Just go forward to the right and wait here. And the problem is, if you lose your HP here, like your invincibility, you have a big problem, because you have to wait. They're coming a lot of these guys. It's not easy to pass it without dying here. Like when you have no invincibility, as you can see right now, you will die 2 or 3 times, because they will always be in your way. So go with the fairy and just don't share the place with another enemy. If you get killed, well, you lose like 6 to 8 seconds. And if you jump too early, as you can see, you just jump into that. Just learning the patterns, you know. It's really not a difficult game. You can easily pick it up and get a good time if you want. So go for the audio and for the visual cue, whatever you want. And then just take 2 weapons up. And then here, jump over them. You don't even, like, you can kill these mice, but these guys you never can kill on time, so you always should jump over them. And then just, the weapon disappears now, so you have to use the normal shot to kill this stone. Go on the top. Wait until you killed everything. Fly over them again by holding up. Kill everything on the way. And then just open the fairy and wait a second here until it appears and goes to you. Then glide and glide again, and if you miss it, good luck by surviving this, because now you have the problem that you will have a lot of enemies spawning and you're not invincible anymore, and you will die a lot. So never miss the platforms actually. Good that it happens now, because you can see how hard it will be then to save time later when you're not invincible. So audio cue and then jumping. Then just shooting. Take this, jump over that. Continue shooting, very important, so there are less enemies on the way. And then just use the normal shot, destroy that one boulder. You will have lag, because there's too many enemies on the screen. So when there are a lot of enemies on the screen, you will always have like lag. So you have to get used when you have lag. Now you will have lag because of a lot of enemies. So even if you kill them, the lag will be increasing and staying. Just go forward to the right and wait here for a second until this one is coming back. Then go on this one and then hold left, so you're not sharing the place with the snake, the first one. And just shoot. Can take the weapons on the way, and if you want and you want to be sure, just jump here over that place, so you will not lose your invincibility and die because you share with another enemy the same place. So here's the weapon I'm always looking for, and I normally don't take anything because it's lower. But yeah, if you want, you can actually go with that, whatever you want. Now comes another overpowered weapon. Just continue, and now you should kill yourself. And this is actually the weapon you want. And there's another one. But I took 2 of them, so the HP is actually too high. And as you can see, you can actually almost be over his head, so the hitbox is actually higher than like his actual sprite. So you just can follow up and down until he's dead. So yeah, to clear that room before the boss, like to clear all these beds what are coming, I use actually this overpowered weapon there, because it makes it much easier and I avoid everything picking up between that 2 overpowered. So you can also avoid them, and I really hate my shooting button. I'm sorry for that, because it's actually not, the level is not so hard if you have like a good controller. It's actually my controller what sometimes is messing me up because of shooting, so I have to press really hard. And the timing is not so easy, especially in the first mices. You can try to kill them, but normally then you have to wait because they're really fast and you will not get them all. So easier way is of course just jump over them and fly. And now I will try just to mash myself here out. Then just jump over these guys and jump over these guys and then glide, continue gliding. You can go on this platform, it's a little slower, but you don't have to glide under it. Take the boulder out, then go on the flying platform. You have to wait until they are all killed. Jump over these guys. And as you can see, shooting also creates lag, so don't always mash. And yeah, if you want, kill them, but you will not lose any lag. So go on that platform, go on that one, hold left, so you're not sharing the place with the snake. Just shoot yourself through the end, you are invincible, should be all fine. Remember, don't share any place, so kill these snakes here, and just yeah, jump there if you want, or just go and hope that you're killing everything on the way. And now, wait for the good weapon, what you actually want, and then take it, and then just clean the room without taking anything, so you get some points. And then just take the next one, and then after a while kill yourself here. And now comes like 6 here, and I just take that, and there would be coming another one, and then just follow the ears of him, and just he's dead before the first phase even starts. You can use that fire You can use that fireball thing, this overpowered weapon also to him, but actually this weapon what you just saw is more effective to him because you get more shots into him. With the firestorm it could be that you're missing some shots because it's a bigger one, but yeah, you can do whatever you want. It could be even faster. I never tried out. I just find it more easily with that one because I can be very close and I get a lot of shots into him and he's like that really quickly. So we're coming now to Queen Busby stage, and Queen Busby stage is also very easy. It's just going forward except 2 or 3 places where we actually have to wait, and I will show you why. So here, important thing is just again get the tomatoes so you have like full HP, and then just jump over that elephant, because the elephants you cannot kill before, as only if you mash like super fast. Just hold to the right, you can never get hit. Always jump over the elephants. You just have to learn where the elephants are coming and kill the snails on the way. Hold right. You can jump over this here or you can use it, but like mostly after every gap there is coming an elephant. You have like lag because of too many enemies here. Like you see, every time when there is a gap there comes this enemy. If you go here forward to the right, the problem is that these bees are spawning in front of you. So that's why I actually wait there before these bees and then try to kill them. So I just show you again. So Same thing like in the second level, I just bring this tomato to explode so I have enough HP and I just jump over them. You can actually kill them also if you want, you get an extra weapon. You can kill the elephant every time with a big weapon, like this one should be good enough if you're mashing fast enough. But the safer way is definitely just to jump over the elephants, and like there's coming an elephant in the beginning. The bees you can actually completely ignore. You can kill them if you want, but you can completely ignore the bees until a special part. And every time you are reaching a gap, there will be coming an elephant we have to jump over. So just go to the right, continue shooting. You can mash if you want, but like I already said, when you shoot, you create also lag. Here you just can do that, or you can jump over that platform. And this weapon is actually super good to kill now these enemies what are coming over you. So if you get somehow this weapon, you are safe. And these ones you would actually, if you would go forward there, you would get killed. So what I actually do for the last 4 bees is always waiting that they come down. If I don't have this rotation shot over my head, I was lucky to get this rotation shot over my head in the right time. Normally, if you don't do it, then the problem is that you get killed. So I will just tell you or show you right now which strat I'm actually doing, and you will see. So I give you now the basic strats what I'm doing, but important thing is to understand that there are some bees what can actually not be avoided, and you will always get hit there. So every gap shows an elephant, and you just jump over them and just go to the right. You will never get hit by the bees, and I will just show you what I do. You can go like this, start down, and then jump up. You can kill that elephant if you want to. And after this elephant, what I'm always doing is I just wait here until these guys are there, and then kill these 2 guys. And then you can see what kind of weapon you have, and these guys I wait. If I don't wait there in this special part, what I'm normally doing could be that I'm killed, that I get killed, especially in the last 4 bees. If you want to pass them, normally they hit you on your face and you have to wait until you spawn and everything. So yeah, just go with the strats whatever you think, but I recommend just jump over the elephants and jump over, wait for some bees what are coming there. Let's try now to do it in a fast way and see. You will see where I'm dying actually. So there comes another elephant. There will be like a lot of enemies like what can actually hit me or what will be hard to play with. So just stay on the ground and just, if you want, kill that elephant, get some points. Here comes the next elephant. If you want, just continue to the right, but then you have to wait for these guys. Or you wait for the first guys and then you go for the next guys. This weapon is good actually, and if you would go here to the right, it could be that these guys can hit you. Eh? So you can try that, what I just tried, and I was lucky I didn't get hit. But if you're not fast enough, these guys will actually hit you. So let's try this again with a fast strat. All the fast strat would be like just waiting for 1 bee coming and then just going. So one more time. And there's actually some time you can actually save, because I'm not doing that strat right now in this speedrun, so you can actually like gain some seconds if you do it, what I just showed you. One more time this stage. Every gap has mostly an elephant coming, also the beginning. Jump over that. And just kill the enemies on the way. The snails will drop some weapons. You can like glide down and up, or you can jump over that platform what is coming. So here you always have, and you see like you have no chance to kill this elephant. It's better to jump over these elephants instead of just trying to kill them. But to get full HP, you just bring these tomatoes to explode again. Look what kind of weapon you have actually, it's very important. And then you can actually speed it up. Next gap is coming, just jump twice, jump over the elephant. Just go to the right, kill the snails, get for the next weapon. What you can do is like you can jump on this, but then it will be like really close. So I always go down. And then I just jump over that elephant. You can run under that, but it could be that you get hit. Wait for these guys, because it will be hard to get the right pattern. And as you can see, it could be that you die. So risky strats, but you can experiment with this level a little bit if you want. You can see what kind of weapon you actually get and decide if you go for the risky strats or for the safe strats. I gave you the information what is the safe strat. It's like waiting for the 1Bs to come and then just go and kill everything on the way by waiting a little bit. Better losing like 2 or 3 seconds than losing the run. But yeah, fast strat or slow strat, whatever you want. I just messed a little bit around, wanted to show you that you can actually also play different, but not so easy, of course. Stay on the lower part, that's my recommendation actually in this level. Stay on the lower part, don't go on the top part. Only in the end there's a moving platform, what will be actually going into the ground, and just disappears if you just stay on them. So you always have to jump that it goes up again. So what I do here is just go on that platform and jump twice. And I normally kill this elephant because I want to see his face. Jump over that elephant. What I normally do is like waiting here, kill them, and then kill these guys. And then continue, because then mostly I have the right weapon. And then just go to the right. It could be that you get killed, it could be that you pass. Normally it looks like you can actually pass. So let's do it one more time in the fast way, and then I'll show you the boss. So, rotation blades. Whatever comes, you have to accept. You know now, since you are playing that now for a little bit longer, you already know which weapon is which symbol, and you know what you can use to kill enemies over you, and you know what you can use to just kill in front of you, and you also can see what kind of enemies you can also kill from the behind. So with this knowledge you can actually try to do the best. And you can also wait just here for them, because if not they will kill you, because you have to jump here. Yeah, and then you just can pass these guys. So, boss time. There are coming a lot of bees, but it actually doesn't matter. Why it doesn't matter? Because every shot, whatever shot you get here in this level, you will not reach the boss with this level, with this weapon you just select. So what you can do is just pick up some points, and there are 2 ways to bring your HP down. The Queen Busby actually later shoots with water bolts, and you can just use these water bolts to bring your hunger health bar down. Or with the last bees what are spawning, you just kill yourself, or you just ran into the Queen Busby to bring your HP down. Every time when you get hit by these water ball things from Queen Busby, you cannot shoot, you rotate around yourself like a auto scooter, and yeah, you have to think by yourself if it's worthy to just wait until you can shoot again, because actually it's easier just to kill yourself with the last bees, because you have this basic shot anyway against Queen Busby, and then just first phase is like destroying the cocoon or whatever, the place where the bee is like hiding, and then the bee comes out, and I will explain you how the fight is actually going and what you can do. But you will never reach Queen Busby actually with a weapon of yourself. So what you can do is you just can select and collect everything because you want points, that you get 100,000 points for the next extra life. So what I'm always doing is like I destroy everything on the way, and then I just with the last bee, whatever is coming, I will just kill myself. If you get killed before, well, then just do the best. So yeah, no weapon will reach, so just kill everything. I already killed myself. If not, I would have killed right now to my last bee. So what you have to do right now, they're coming like Queen Boss Bee, and Queen Boss Bee, the first phase, you have to shoot until it gets red. Queen Boss Bee shoots a lot of small bees at you, so you have to see when they are all spawning and fly over you. You have to go up or down, whatever you prefer, but I go up and then go down again. You have to be very close to that thing to get a lot of hits, and if you're fast enough, you can destroy the first phase in just passing one piece to you. It changes color, and when it's red, one more hit, and then you get Queen Boss Bee to fight. So when the music is changing, you just go here forward and you just shoot, and then you just try to be close and then just go over that, and then you hope in the second phase that you're finished. If not, you have to go over again, and then it's dead. So you can see, like, if you're really close and shooting fast in the right time, you can go for this in one cycle, so just one time avoiding the bees and then already killed. If you're not fast enough in the shooting, you need like 2 times avoiding the bees, because yeah, they will kill you. You can destroy them when they fly over you, so if you're really fast in shooting, you can actually try to kill them in the direction, but they will always go for you. It's super risky, so better avoid them and go up and then go down again and kill them. And Queen Boss Bee is actually always following to your last position where you're like being. So the best way to bring Queen Boss Bee into the situation that you can hit is go on the ground right and then just go step by step backwards, and Queen Boss Bee will always shoot 5 water balls at you before moving again. And the best way is just avoid the water balls, the water balls what she's shooting at you, and move up and down, and always not move completely to the end, just a little bit, like so you have 3 phases, then you go up again and down. Depends how fast you shoot. You can also take some damage because you want that your hunger thing is actually going down, and it's no problem when you're like just have like 2 or 1. You can still manage to survive in the next round without dying. But yeah, the best way is just after exploding that you're going here. You can also use the top part, but you want that Queen Boss Bee is actually following you, and then you just go a little bit to the left and then avoid the water balls and mash the basic shot into Queen Boss Bee. She changes color, and when she's orange, then she's almost dead. And yeah, you want, of course, to get a lot of shots in, and since Queen Boss Bee is always shooting 5 water balls and then follows you, you have to bring her into the position that she's always in front of you, like you can attack her, and she's not hitting you. So the best way is like 3 phases, I would say, like here in the down right part, then going a little bit left and always moving up and down, and then you have like 3 phases in front of her. Then you have to bring her again into a position away from you, not too far, and then bring her again in front of you, and then she's dead. So she's always throwing like, well, I didn't react fast enough. So Queen Boss Bee is just coming, and when she's coming you go to the left and then you start shooting, and she's shooting 5 water balls and comes exactly to the position where you are right now. And like when I'm here, she's coming here. You see, like she can fly very long or very short. She always tries to come to you and shoots like 6 or 7, sorry, not 5. It was like 5 or 6. And what you do is like you always try to be in front of her and then just shoot the balls and avoid the water balls of her. And then she's like orange, and then she's getting yellow, and then she's dead. Like this orange, and then she's dead. And as you can see, you can actually not shoot, and you have iframes what you can use. So whatever you want, but the best way is like getting killed before, on the way to Queen Boss Bee to bring the HP down. if you want to play safe, you have full HP and then you just get hit by her water bolts and just try to manage to kill her. But yeah, you need mashing skills for that boss, definitely. And you have to be not too far away so you get every shot into her. But she's actually really easy because she's always following you and you just have to shoot in front of her and then move when she's coming and then shoot again because she's coming to the last position you had been, and bring her to the situation that she is quickly dead. So let's do the whole level again before we come to Choco's level. So here, exploding tomatoes. Jump over this. Kill them if you want. You don't have to if you have the right weapon. Jump over that. Jump over this. Every gap has an elephant in this level, so be careful with that. Take the weapon. Go down here and then up again twice. And then just, if you want, kill that elephant. You don't have to. Kill the beast if you want, you get an extra weapon. Kill these guys or wait for these guys. I prefer the first one. And then just look for the weapon, what you get. And then you see this platform is falling down. And see what weapon you get for the last guys, or just go. But you have to wait at least one time. If not, it could be that you're dying because of these flying bees outside. So there is one situation you always have to wait for them, and that will be like when they are like almost in the end of the level, what I was showing you. But you have to wait at least one time for the bees so they don't kill you. And here is just pointing collections, and they're coming, I think, one more. And I just killed myself. And we are like close to 100,000 points. And 100,000 points we get an extra life. So go close to that and just try to get a lot of shots in. Avoid the bees. You can kill them actually. And get a 2 cycle. And that's like a 2 cycle. And just bring the bee that she's following you. Stay always in front of her. And you see she will still hit me. I bring a little bit my HP down, I go forward again. And just almost dead, and there it is. And we have 3 health bar, go to the right side to force the screen to go forward. So you're leaving it crossed, and you can see you can actually beat that level very fast, that boss also. So Queen Busby can be killed really fast if you have mashing skills and moving skills. Because yeah, if you move like not too far away and somehow avoid all these water balls she's shooting at you without getting hit, you can actually kill her before you are reaching the end of the screen. But she's very fast, so yeah, mashing skills and dodging skills. If you improve that, you can actually kill Busby really fast and get a lot of time. So here, this level is actually also not so difficult for chunkers. If you have low HP right now, what could be that you have just one hunger level bar, like only one. You have to pick up directly from the enemies a weapon here, or you have to pick up the apple. What is that coming right now? Because what we are doing is just we run forward and then we are just killing 4 guys like with the shell on the top to get a weapon. And then we already have that invincible fairy, the green one. And the green one will be making us invincible. And then we can just run half of the stage without getting hit. You don't even have to shoot. But yeah, if you have like low HP, you just have to kill these guys and take this one. So you have like, again, from 1 to 4. And then you just go forward and just shoot these 4 guys. Open that and get that. An interesting situation is when you get the fairy and at the same time when the fairy is doing this and you get hit, it looks like you are dead, but you're not. Like, you get just the information that Wonder Boy actually wants to die, like falling out of the screen, but you can continue. So don't worry if you have this situation that you like get killed in the same time when the fairy is like giving you that invincibility, you just have that animation for a second that you die, but you continue actually invincible and you can go. So if that can happen, especially here, that you take the invincibility and then get hit, then you have this animation of death, but you're still alive. So just go, and then you jump over and you start gliding. You can jump normal or you can glide here. I always jump normal because it's always the same pattern. And you see you can like go over the half of the level without even killing something. And here you start again shooting, because from here you are like losing your invincibility. When you have this weapon, be careful. And yeah, these weapons are better. And if you're like lucky, you get here the rotation blade to kill this guy. And here it doesn't even matter because you already have full hunger life bar. Whatever you do, normally you have it. So the pink lady, it's okay. In that one platform, what I was just showing, that guy moves forward and backward. Depends if you like go forward or backward before. And if you have a rotation blade, you can actually kill him. Then you actually jump on this one, and then you go over this guy. So yeah, this is like the only hard part, because now comes already the ending. And don't get killed. And if you get killed, just try to continue fast again. And here you have to wait, because some of the shots will actually hit the lemon, what can explode, and not the enemy, and that is the problem. You are not hitting the enemy, you hit the lemon before, then it explodes, then you hit the next enemies, and then you hit this walrus. So you have to stop there to don't die. If you don't stop there, you will die. So you have to wait there. You can try, of course, if you want to jump over him, and jumping on the water wall what he's shooting, and then just avoid it, but you will die. So in that case, just wait there for a second until you mashed everything out of your way, and then just go to the boss part. And here's the boss part, as you can see, and we enter the boss room. So I show you everything again from the beginning. So if you have more than 2 health bars, if you have 2 or 3, you just go forward here. Don't shoot. Shoot when they are coming, and then just take that. And you heard that? Like, it was like I'm dying, but I continued. And you bring your HP quickly up again. You just jump here. You don't even have to glide. I don't recommend gliding because you could die. Just jump on the platforms what are in front of your way, and start shooting here, because the invincibility will go away. When you have this one, be careful, because you could die. This is the best weapon in this. And yeah. And you see this guy is actually moving, and depends if you're going forward or backward or waiting. This guy comes to you on the corner and you will die, or goes away. So this could be a situation where you can lose time, but if you have the right weapon, or you have the right choice of moving on the platform before, you can kill this guy, and then you are safe actually. So you have always invincibilities after you die, so it will be not a big deal. And then here coming snow guys, you have to wait. If not, as you can see, you die. So you can try to force yourself to go more to the right, but I think you will die. Let's try that out. I never really tried that out, so let's just try out to go to the right side then after that, and see if we get hit. But I think I tried that out, so that's why we will get hit there and die. So don't worry about your health, and just take here HP, and then you see, like, if you jump in the right time to the right place, you don't have to think about your HP, your hunger bar anymore. If you want, you can kill them, not necessary, but if you want to have a different weapon later, you should kill them. But yeah, this weapon is actually super bad for these enemies. Better are shots what are going in front. This weapon is only good for that one guy in the here. Yeah, and when you have this shot what is going forward and backward, you have only 3 shots, and then you have to wait until they disappear. That's why I just died there, because I couldn't shoot, because the 3 shots on both sides didn't disappear until that. So be careful with that shot, because the shot can only shoot 3, and you have to wait until they're disappearing that you can shoot again, or they have to hit enemies. So really be careful with that shot. Do it one more time, and then we try out the one strat what I was never trying out, because I think I die there, but let's try that just out. And just take that weapon and just go. Invincibility very important here, if not you see a lot of enemies. You have to wait a lot, so be sure you get that invincibility and just go with the enemies. Shooting can create lag when you have too much enemies on the screen, so be careful with that. Start shooting again here, take the penguins out, take the next guys also out. And then just look what this guy is doing. And you can hold yourself, you can see like, and here I glide and then go over. And let's try that strat right now. I could just go to the right, and as you can see, I die. That's what I was sure about. So here for these snow guys, you actually have to wait and kill them. At least the second ones, because they will always kill you, but I kill both of them. And then I just also wait in front of the walrus, the penguins and the exploding lemons, so I don't die there. Throw everything out of my way, like here. You see like there's an exploding lemon, and you can do that. I mean, what we can try with that next try is we jump over that, but it's actually too much on the way. So the best strat is actually just take the invincibility, of course, and if you lose it, you can directly reset if you go for real attempts. You will lose a lot of time then if you lose the invincibility there, because you have to kill everything on your way. Not really resetting, I just mean when you do that, when you die there in the gap, you have to kill everything on the way, what you actually avoid right now by just moving. Jump and jump and jump, and you have to kill everything on the way. And if you are not invincible, you see you have to wait here and there because there are a lot of enemies on the way. And here start shooting again, destroy the penguins. Sometimes the basic weapon is actually better than the advanced weapon. Yeah, and this is like just my mistake. And you can see you can hold yourself at the platform by holding up. So yeah, it's never over, even when you're close to the end. And what you do, just kill them. And just let's try that. I just glide. As you can see, you cannot pass them, so you have to kill them. I was just trying to see, perhaps if you're lucky and you just get that water ball, you can jump over him, but it's super risky, I guess, and has to be trained and has to be done by someone. So I always wait in front and just then kill them. So last time before we go to Chunkus, the boss. As you can see, when you shoot, you create lag. So you only should shoot in the moment when it's necessary. That means very late for these 4 enemies in the beginning to get that weapon. That's why I'm not shooting here, because you create lag, because so many enemies are spawning by your running. And it's faster actually just to run than to just wait and kill everything. And now we are just destroying the penguins. It could be different weapons here if you played different before. This weapon would be actually perfect for the guys before. And as you can see, you can wait there a little bit. And if you glide correctly, this guy would never hit you. So I just made a mistake because I jumped too early. We kill these guys, and then you just wait until you get everybody out of that. And now we come to Chunko's part. Same situation like before. I recommend to kill yourself in the middle of the stage somewhere to bring the HP down. And Chunkus, you actually can use a weapon for him. The best weapon is this Firestorm, of course, what kills him super fast if you bring it to the end. The second best weapon is the rotation blade, what we used also in the bed, console button, where you go behind or under him and hit his heart, because he's only vulnerable at his middle of his body, what is the heart, a pumping heart. And the third best weapon is actually the shoot, what you can shoot in front and back. You can go behind him and shoot him. He can follow you and he can also hit you, but you can avoid all his shots. What he can shoot is he can shoot a water ball or an ice block, and every time when you shoot at the ice block gets bigger until it explodes. And yeah, you have to avoid that. When you want to be really safe in that fight and you have enough lives and you don't get the right weapon in the end, what you can do is you go forward, you shoot, you kill yourself, use the iframes, go very close to him and put a lot of shots into him, into his heart, because the basic shot is actually a really strong one against him and really vulnerable, and he's quickly dead if you put a lot of shots into him. So yeah, you can kill all these ice guys here if you want to see what kind of weapon you get. If you have full HP, what is normal here, you can just take them all, because it's the difference if you just avoid them or take them. And now comes the double one. This was, and then I just kill myself, and then I see what comes next. And I just hope that the right weapon is coming in the end. You will see that. And now comes one more, and that's the last one. After the 6 is the last one. And this is the third best weapon, what I was mentioning. And what you can do is just go behind him and try to hit him as much as you can. And then the normal shot is coming out again. And if you have to take a continue, just press directly start. And you can see the iframes are super long. So the best way is actually getting the right weapon and then trying to kill him. If it's a rotation blade around your body, go under him and try to avoid, because always when you hit him, he's like taking like a direction, and it could be that he's coming to you. The best weapon is that firestorm, then you kill him really fast, but also be careful that he's not killing you. And yeah, if you don't want to wait to kill him and you don't have the right weapon or whatever, go forward, kill yourself, use the iframes to put a lot of shots, smash the shot, and then you have the heart quickly also down, and then until look that you're like again out of the iframes, that you don't get hit again, because I always lose time, but it's the best way actually to kill chunkus. And yeah, look for the right weapon and bring your HP down, because the end screen, of course, like always, you want low HP, you want the low bar so it goes faster to the next screen. So one more time this level, and then we go to Cactassini. What is the hardest level together with the final boss level? Why? Because there you actually have to do a certain amount of walking and jumping and waiting. Cost me some time to learn that, but this is actually then a really difficult one, and also the change between playing as a casual player and a speedrunner, because there you actually have to do some stuff, what I will show you after showing you one more time this level. So let's do Chunko's part again. Remember, if you have enough HP, like 2 or 3, if you have 1, take that apple or whatever, kill the enemy, because you will not reach it. But if you have like 2 or 3, you will never die. So 2 is enough definitely to reach that fruits and that weapon and all the stuff what you need. Yeah, just follow the platforms. If you want to glide, glide, whatever you want, but jump definitely. Start shooting again here to get the penguins out. Be careful with that weapon, because that weapon can be always a pain in the ass. Yeah. And as you can see, I even avoided to get hit this time. So this is the best way. I wait for these guys here, and then I just go forward again, and then I wait again until this explodes, and then go forward again. And this is the stage how I play it, best way, in my eyes, because if you do it otherwise, you could die. Yeah, you can pick up the weapons if you want or not, whatever you want. You should kill yourself, or if you want to be safe, you don't kill yourself and just kill yourself in the end by the boss, and then just use the iframes. So I just kill myself here right now because I could be lucky that I get the right weapon. And the last 4. And now I just go behind him, like I can go start in front. And then I just go behind him until the weapon disappears. Put a lot of shots into him. And he's almost dead. That's why I said the third one, the third best, and he's dead. So, look what kind of weapon he's giving you. And then go. So, Cactassini stage. Actually really hard. There will be coming birds from the top. And they're coming snakes on the ground. And they're coming some kind of cactuses, small cactuses. And in this stage, it's funny what I say right now. You know what is very important in this stage? Not shooting anyone. Just avoid shooting and killing enemies. Jumping and dodging. This is how this stage goes. Why? I explain. The small cactus guys, for example, what I come later, the green guys, every time when you're killing them, they throw a water ball. And there's happening too much stuff on that screen. Many birds are coming directly in your way. Then these green cactus guys are coming, and every time you hit them, you get the water ball in your face, and then you make like on the stone thing, like when you get hit, like you lose control, and you will die every time. And you don't know in the end what is happening, and you lose a lot of lives, and you lose a lot of continues, and you say, what the hell is going on here? And then you lost like 3 continues or whatever, and you're close to even game over. So this is actually the stage what can be really a mess, especially when you don't know what comes. So you really have to learn this stage in dodging and everything perfectly. So what is coming right now is, like I explained you, some of the birds are going onto the left screen and then come diagonally to you, and some are just directly coming in front of you. So it's just, you go forward and then you're just dodging these guys, then there comes snake and you go forward again, like 3 snakes I think, and a 4. And gliding is also very important here from time to time. The scorpion, here these guys just avoiding, and then jump and jump, and here jump over, let them pass, and then go up and down. So this is like the first tricky part. So avoid everything, don't shoot anything. Trust me, it's better not. And you just saw the first time when we are actually tricking the game a little bit by letting the birds pass over us, then jump up so the birds are coming in front of us, and then don't hold the gliding anymore, just fall down again, because then they pass exactly over us. The next one will actually also go behind and then come to us again. So we just here do that, and the next one are coming in front, we dodge these guys again. There's a snake, and then we dodge the 2, and then we dodge the 1, and the next one. It's like always like bringing them into the position that they come. Here we jump early, so they are less going over us. Another dodging, and another dodging, and that's almost it. These guys we will dodge last time, and we are ending with 4 HP, and we are at the boss. So, like I said, what is important? You go forward, you let the guys pass, you jump over the first snake, or the second you glide. You start with gliding to go over these guys, and then you change from gliding to jumping. Then you can glide again if you want, but I always jump. There are 3 scorpions. These guys you glide, that they're going over you, up, and it's a timing thing. Huh? Sometimes you can get hit there, but actually you let them glide over you, you jump over that, and then in the moment when the birds are coming, don't hold the glide anymore, just go down and they just go directly over you. So it's just learning the level. So the beginning is cactuses, 4 small snakes, and birds coming, and avoid them, just let them go, and then just glide over these 4 here, and then just let these guys just dodge them, use the jumps, jump over that and glide, wait, up, and if you want to be really safe, wait there. and let them pass in front of you. And if you want to play fast, dodge the guys from the behind, jump over the cactus, and then let the guys fly over you, what I just showed in the beginning. But if you want to be really safe, just wait until the guys in front of you are passing. It's still faster than always dying, you know. We don't want to lose so much lives. That's why we are dodging. And always running forward is not possible in this level. It's just parts where it can be fast. So you go forward and then you dodge them. If you don't dodge them, they will hit you and it will be slower. So there are only parts of dodging. First one, second scorpion, third one, then two of the cactus guys. We jump and glide, we wait, and then we go down. So we brought them. These guys are coming from the behind. And this guy in front, another snake. These guys come in double, you go to the left. And these guys come in front. You see, it's just dodging. And here you jump. Why did I jump there? So if I am not jumping there, the birds will come to my position where I am right now and they will kill me. So I just jumped in front of this cactus thing high, so the birds are going on the last position where I am, because all the birds are following my last position in the moment when they attack. And since I was there in the air, the birds think I'm in the air and they will just try to hit me in the air, but I'm already on the ground, so they will just pass me. They are always faster than me. The birds are like having a bigger speed than you, so they will always pass in front of you. And to pass this cactus part is actually just running forward and forcing the birds to come to you. So there's nothing happening, and if you do that, of course you get hit. So it's a dodging thing and a jumping thing all the time. And sometimes waiting is actually faster than always running and get killed. And don't forget, you don't want to lose a lot of lives and credits. So learn the pattern and learn when to dodge from the left side, when to dodge from the right side, when to jump. If you have low HP right now, you just take these carrots here so you have more, and then you should be fine. So there are 3 scorpions coming, and yeah, learn the dodge, and always remember when is a bird coming from the behind, when is a bird coming from the front, and yeah, learn the level. It's like mostly behind in front, behind in front. These two come together, this guy comes also, and this guy's come from the front. So most of the time it's like one come behind and one front. Here you jump up, so the birds are just passing you. Here you wait until the scorpion and then go back, and then you go forward. Another one from the front and another one from the back. And this is the level, and we end with 4 or 5 health. So yeah, dodging is the key in this level, and it's really just, it's like a choreography. You not have to wait every time, but you have to understand when you force the screen to go and when you wait until the birds are passing you. Because if you are always running in front, or if you try to kill enemies in the screen, you will die a lot and you will lose a lot of time. So better learning the patterns, to jump over the green cactus guys, to wait for the birds that they pass in front of you, or like coming from the behind pass you, or coming in front. Remember when the snakes are coming, there are 4 in the beginning, later there come 3 scorpions, and so on and so on. Learn when the enemies are coming, what are moving, what is the small snakes or the scorpions, and learn when these birds are like attacking you. Some of them attack you when they are in the behind, come to you, some directly come in front of you, some go in the middle and then come to you. And when these jumping cactuses, these big ones, are coming, ignore them, just go, force yourself to go to the right and just jump to bring these birds attacking you and not coming from you down, coming in the top part, so they just pass you. Then there will be another double birds coming for you. Just wait in front of the scorpion in the end almost. Let them pass, jump over the scorpions, let the next birds pass. And I think there's one more scorpion or something. And then the last birds are just passing, and you will be ending normally with 4 or 5 health bar if you didn't die on that, and that is perfect actually to don't lose so much time for the end screen. So yeah, this level is really just a learning part and just learning to dodge. And don't attack anything, just go with it. If you attack anything, I don't recommend this because you will have losing control and dying everywhere. That's what I saw a lot, and yeah. Took me a lot of time to root this level, but it's definitely worth it to do what I just mentioned. Do it one more time, then we come to Cactusini. And the boss Cactusini is actually super easy. You just have to understand what you have to do. So you wait for this guy, go for the snake, you can glide. It's easier in the beginning to glide over the 4. And then just here you can jump over that and glide. And yeah, learn the pattern of jumping. Let the bird pass, go up and then down again. This is the fast way. Let them pass. And then let them come and jump over the snake. Let them come double and go left. And then let them come. You see, like I have to wait in many parts. And then I jump here so the birds are not hitting me. I go in front of the scorpion and let them come. And then I jump again, and you see the birds are there. You can actually use that if you want. So the last birds are going up, and then since we have to jump over these cactuses, we have to wait anyway. So this is the level. Learn it and good luck with that. So in Cactusini we have the same situation like in many other times we had before. It doesn't matter which weapon we get in the end, we will not have it in the end. It's like if you are like picking up the last weapon in the last possible part before it disappears, you can bring like 1 or 2 shots into Cactusini. And if you have like the fireball, you can actually give him some kill time. But most of the time you will not reach the boss with a weapon. So you have to kill him with a basic shot. And Cactusini is just a cactus face and shoots water balls and then moves around, like makes kind of a rope and comes out again with the face. So the one face is then, when you're freezing it, you have 2 faces, one on the top and one on the ground or something. Can go in every direction, mostly follows you. So what you can do is like force him to go to a special part and then just move away and hit him. And you attack then the second head, what came out from the rope, and mash it inside and take some damage if you want to bring in the health more down if you want. But if you want to be really safe, just hit yourself, bonk himself, and use your iframes to just mash yourself out in the face and kill him. But yeah, easier way is definitely hitting some shots in the beginning phase, force him to come for you, avoid him so he's like in a perfect position, and then shoot him, and in a 2 phase he's like actually dead. They are coming birds, they follow you, you can kill them. So if you don't kill them, they will always go for you. Last position, like already mentioned in the level before. So if you want, just kill them. Sometimes they come in doubles. Kill one of them at least. And yeah, if you have to bring your HP down for any reason, what is normally not happening, kill yourself. This is the weapon actually what you want to transportate to him. And these are the last birds, and you can wait really late and then take it before it disappears, and then you get like 2 or 3 shots. And now comes Cactusini. When the boss music starts, you go here on the top, you stay on the top and like moving, and then you bring a lot of shots into him and force him that he's following you. And then you stay in front of him, like he has like I think 8 parts, small parts, what he's bringing out before his face comes again out. And you just then mash that thing out. And if you want to be safe, kill yourself directly in the beginning after some shots when he's like doing the water ball part. Dodge him, like bonk him, and then appear again with iframes and kill him. So I'm just dodging, or this is like the way what I was just mentioning, use the iframes and then he's dead. Super easy strat, you have to wait actually for 2 phase anyway. So in that case, yeah, you always get him in the same speed like you would get him without the kill. So whatever you want, you can kill yourself by hitting him and then use the iframes to definitely kill him, or just go with him, shoot a little bit, then let him move, but go a little bit forward so he's moving to you, and then kill him at the same time if you want to save lives. Depends on you. Every time when you have 0 lives, you should kill yourself in the dungeon, in this boss dungeon, whenever you are in the boss dungeon and not in the level, because you don't lose time. It's just he's asking continue, you just press start, and then you like lose half a second. So yeah, definitely worthy to perhaps get 3 or 4 lives again in that boss dungeon part. It's sometimes better just to kill yourself when you see like 0 lives. Kill yourself, press quickly start when you have this continue part, and then you lost like half a second, but you have 3 lives again. So let's do this whole level again in Cactusini, and then we go to the RNG part in this game. What is Slots Room? And the level is also kind of rooted. You have to play it specially. Sometimes like shooting, sometimes like avoiding, because the next enemies from Slots Room, these small mushrooms, will always, we have the same situation like before. You cannot avoid them in this case, because the next level you cannot avoid them. You have to kill them, but they always shoot these water balls. So yeah, I will explain that in a minute. But let's do that whole level again, and then we go for Slots Room, and also the biggest RNG boss in this game, what decides if you have a good time or a bad time. So yeah, dodging, gliding, 4 snakes, scorpion. There are 2 guys, jump over that, jump, jump and jump. Let this guy come to you. Oh, that was my mistake, sorry. Was not taking care about my jump. So, let him come. 1 snake, 2nd snake, 3rd snake, 4th snake. And stop gliding, jump normal. And here you can glide again. And here glide, let them pass, go up and down. If you're not fast enough, as you can see, you die. But doesn't matter, you lose just 3 seconds, so just continue. Snake, another snake, another snake. And you see, you press right, you don't dodge, you die a lot. So the key is to learn when to dodge and when to run. When to use the forcing to the right side and when to not use it. Here for example it's possible, but with a little bit waiting. Here you just go up here, let him pass, and then go down. Always the same. Dodge this guy, dodge the 4 snakes what are coming. These guys are coming double. If you hold right, as you just saw, you die for sure. So you have to wait until the both guys are coming in the middle down, and then go again to the right. So they always go to the last position where they are. Jump, jump. Jump over these guys and glide, let them pass, and too fast. You see, it's super tight windows. Not so easy. Let him pass. My god. Crazy mistakes I'm making right now. Now you have to be really early with the jump, but if you're too early you get hit. Just trying to show one more time a perfect stage actually. So, 1 scorpion. My god. I mean I already showed it a lot of times, but let's try to get another one. Good one. Dodging the first guys. 4 snakes together with these cactus guys. And 1 scorpion. Another one, third scorpion. And then just jump over these scorpions by gliding. Oh, I was jumping too early. Yeah. All these enemies are actually dropping water boards, also these scorpions. That's why you avoid to hit them. That's why you don't shoot them, because they always send water boards. So now comes the dodgings here to the left, and then go to the right again. Wait for these. They're coming, these guys. And here jump up in the middle. So these birds are going there. Dodge these two guys by jumping. Go here, let them come, and dodge the last guys by just jumping over them. And we are at the boss part. This is how you have to play the level to get a good time. Don't pick up anything because your HP is low. If you want to be sure, because of the water bots of Cactasini, of course you can pick up something. But if you are really good in mashing and if you're like good in dodging, you can stay with the 5 HP and you will be safe. And you will have lots, really low HP situation, and you get faster to the next screen. So whatever you want. And then you mash. And let him come. And he's shooting all the boards, avoid him, and you see he's following you. And then you mash again, and you should get him before he's killing you. And that's the perfect fight. So, slots room. So, you have snakes in this town. It's like a town, and you have the first time a fairy, what is not a fairy actually, you don't want to open him because he will change fruits into sunflowers. And the sunflowers are not refilling your HP health, so you just want to that he's staying in his bubble. Because you have to kill yourself or you have to die until this sunflower thing, what he's dropping, will be back into fruits, or it will take some time. In any case, if you want to have low HP, of course you have to take him and you have to don't get killed, but it's a super risky strat. So what I recommend is just let him in the bubble and then use later in the boss part the water boards what are automatically coming from the flying mushrooms, because you can bring your HP really low without even using that level. So I definitely recommend to have high HP or high health in this stage, and then bring it down during the boss room part. And like I said, we have two enemies here what are really important. We have snakes and we have mushrooms, and use the weapons. There are some weapons what are going forward, what are these forward backward shot is good, then this rotation drill thing is good, the firestorm thing, the big one, is good. What is really bad in this stage for the mushrooms is this rotation blade over you, but everything else what is actually a good weapon to kill every enemy in front. You cannot fly or glide over the enemies, especially the mushrooms what are coming. There's just one part where you actually glide over the mushrooms instead of killing them, because you would wait then if you would not glide over them. So there's one way where you glide over them, the rest you kill, and if you kill them fast enough, the water boards are going over you. You just have to mash it, and if you have this rotation blade, you have to go slowly, because if you go fast there with the rotation blade, the mushrooms will always kill you. So if you have the unlucky situation that you have the wrong weapon in the wrong time, you have to go slow. So it's just going forward and take the weapon, whatever it is. This is a good weapon. And this guy is actually this fairy ghost what I was mentioning, what we don't open, because if we open him, he will do to every fruit what we are picking up, or normally would pick up, you make a sunflower, you just get points and you don't get the refill of your hunger part, what is very important, because if the hunger part is getting to 0, you die. So the only way you get more hunger refill would be then weapons, and that is super risky, so I don't recommend to just open it. Here you jump to get the tomatoes, and then you can start shooting again. And here comes the first part with the mushrooms. You see that the boards are going over me, and here you got like, if you're not fast enough, you just get killed, and that's why you have to need really good mashing skills. Then there comes another one, and as you can see, the water boards are always going over you. There are some shots what are really good. Here is the gliding part, and yeah, if you have this weapon, like I mentioned, go slowly. And if you have this weapon, it's good actually, you just have to mash. And then just go forward, nothing can happen. And this is the actual level. And this is the level you have to learn. So, what do we have in the beginning? We have snakes, and we just shoot forward, go forward, and we take all the tomatoes what are spawning then later. See what kind of weapon you have, don't open this guy, and then start shooting after him again. And then just drop here down, and then shoot. I was just trying to show that. So, many times the mushrooms are coming. You just drop in front of them and start mashing your way out. There are 6 or like mostly 6 mushrooms coming. They drop then a weapon. Look what kind of weapon you have. If it's a weapon that is fast, shoot and shoot. They will always drop down in front of you, except the one I was showing you. There will be where you glide over them, and then the next one on the top will come again. So just learn the pattern. The balls will go over you, and try not to free that kind of bad fairy guy in the bubble. Look what kind of weapons you get. So don't open this guy, take the tomatoes, and when you pass him, just shoot again with jumping. Stay here and just go forward. Look if you have the right weapon. Here just fall down and then go forward. Very important. Here with jumping. And you see the right weapon, the right thing. Here you have to glide. You see them very early, and here you have to be very careful right now because wrong weapon. And then this weapon again. You have to be really fast and shooting and just go forward. You don't need the invincible fear fairy, you will not get hit, because every time when you hit an enemy in front of you, these guys, these I don't know, these guys what are actually coming for you, if you hit them they jump over you, so you don't have to care about. So very important is just the mushroom part, and then when you see the 4 mushrooms like coming where you have to glide over them by flying, and then just go for the top mushrooms again, and then level is quickly done. So you don't have to care about your HP, because in the next boss room we have slots room, and there will be coming a lot of mushrooms, and every time when you hit a mushroom he will throw a water ball and you just fly into the water balls. I will just show you that quickly. So you bring your HP down by just you see that, like, go into the water balls. Doesn't matter, and then if like 6 or something, I would stop that and I would just shoot them, learn when they come. This is the weapon we actually would like to have at slots room, but yeah, 180 is the next life, just for your information. And then they're coming, the last R is the one here in the down, and then comes slots room. And slots room is like a very crazy RNG boss. He has a we say roulette thing in front of his body, and you always have to attack his body until he starts going, like, you shoot at him that he starts doing his rotation thing. So in the beginning you want to shoot, like, you want to have a good weapon, like the ring weapon is good, for example, or I don't know, this 3 balls what is shooting on both sides is a good weapon, but you shoot at him so he stops moving forward, and then he's going onto his position behind, and he has a roulette, and every time when there is a heart on his body you can attack his heart, what is coming out, like he's opening his head, and then the heart is coming out, and you have to just mash. And then the two other things what he can actually show on his body is one thing what is looking like kind of a stone, what is like he's attacking you with water balls, and candy, what is like he's throwing candies that you can refill your hunger part. So what you actually want is that he's always showing hearts, and when he's showing hearts and has the attacking ball also, he will attack you, and it will be hard to get the heart attacking. So it's the same situation like always. He's like blocking your way by shooting the water balls into your direction, so it could be that you get hit. If you want to avoid that, of course, you can kill yourself by bonking him and use the iframes to kill the heart when there is a heart and not getting touched by these water ball stuff. But better way is, of course, that he's just spawning the right symbols. That means like 2 or 3 hearts and perhaps 1 candy or something. So you can go for the heart. You have to really mash fast when the heart is coming out, and when he's like almost orange, he needs just some more hits when the heart is coming out to kill him. After the heart and thing he showed and he's attacking, he's jumping forward, and you have to kill him or shoot at him, mashing into his body so that he's going back to his position into the right state, and start this roulette again. And it's completely RNG, and the best way is like having 3 hearts, of course, every time. And if you want to have a really good time here, you need the luck that he is at least showing you twice 2 hearts, so you can kill him in a 2 phase. Killing him in a 1 phase would mean the last mushrooms what just came are dropping the big firestorm thing, and you stop him quickly, he's showing hearts, and you still have the firestorm to kill him in the first phase. That is the perfect one, and that is, for example, the reason why I have an 1841. I think I had it 1 time in my life, that I had like the right weapon in the right time and could kill him in a 1 phase, and I saved a bunch of time. So if you somehow are lucky and you destroy the last 6 mushrooms, and then there spawns this firestorm symbol, take it in the last second, like before it disappears, stop the mushroom and hope that he's spawning 1 or 2 hearts, and then mash the firestorm into his heart, and he should be dead in the first phase really quickly. And that is how you can get a time for sure under 19 minutes if you do everything before correctly. So I show you the phase. So he's coming here, and you just shoot at him. These are the hearts, and you never know what is coming next. And then he's doing the rotation, and you see like he blocks me, and you want actually to hit his heart. And the stone thing is like always annoying, so you have to be going far away. And this would be okay, because he would just put candy, and this is like perhaps a 3 phase, and it could be really slow, and you could be having like always bad luck, and then he's dead. So you could have bad luck that he's just showing stone, stone and candy, for example, and that twice in a row, and he's never showing a heart, or when he's showing a heart he also attacks you twice with water balls, and you have to shoot from far away so you don't hit the heart so quickly. So it's completely RNG, and good luck with that. And this is definitely the problem in this run, what can make time from, let's say, 20 to 19, like getting a 20 something to 19 something. I just show you what the boss, like how you have to fight him. And if he has just some hearts, go forward to him, go not too close to him so you can hit the heart a lot, mash your button out of it so you get a lot of shots into him, and hope that there are a lot of hearts spawning in his roulette so you can kill him fast. So let's do this one more time, the whole, and then we go to the second last stage before we go to the final boss stage and finishing the game. So one more time sludge room level before we go to Crabiolos. So let's do this. I will also show you right now what happens if you open that that guy here, like he's doing that, and every fruit what you had now is sunflower, and you don't get any refill until you die or until it disappears. So if you want to be really crazy do that. Here's the flying thing, and if you die, now you get the fruits again. And like I was already mentioning, if you have 0 lives for any reason, use the boss room, what I will show you right now, and just kill yourself directly in the beginning and press start to get a continue. So since we have now 0 lives, here the autoscroller, I just run directly at this guy and then press start. So you lose like half a second, but you get 4 more lives, and that is definitely better than trying to avoid a continue. When you have 0 lives, go for that strat, so you have 4 lives and you don't lose so much time later. Get yourself hit by the water ball if you want, and then there come like one more here, and then I think there comes one more in the down part now. And if you get the right weapon, it's not the right weapon, you can take it, but I would not take it. I would use the normal shot because it's fast enough, and then just hope that he's showing hearts and don't attack you. And go close to him and shoot. And it's kind of RNG, depends what you played before. So you see with the same pattern what we had before. So it is based on what you killed before. Good luck finding that out. But yeah, this is how the boss goes, and I think it's like programmed, depends on what kind of weapons you picked up, on kind of situation you have. But yeah, you have every time the situation that you have a different pattern there, so don't... If you find out somehow to get the 3 hearts and 2 hearts or something like that, you should definitely tell everybody under the tutorial what you have to actually do to get the right thing. So what we have right now is Crabiolo stage. We are again on the beach with flying stones, and we have a lot of birds coming from the behind and the front. And we have to do jumps and glidings and stuff, and jumping on spring things, what is like a trampoline. And then later get another green fee, so we are invincible and stuff like that. So we hold right and just go here. These guys we just ignore because they never can hit us. We just kill everything in front of us. Be careful with that weapon. You see, like if I would not have stopped there, I would have been dead. Here we just jump on that, and you can see if I hold right. Sometimes this is the thing what I really hate about this. If you don't hold right in the moment you use it, it could be that you just go slowly and then you not reach the next one. So what you always have to do is, like when you touch that, you hold right, so you don't lose the ability to land on the next one. So let's do this again. So just go and glide if you want. Gliding helps definitely here. You cannot hit by these birds. That's the good part. Just shoot and mash. Kill the snails. And then just... I always do like left right to get the situation in the correct way. So he's always like going in the right way. It's a jumping part. And then... yeah, that was my mistake. So there are coming a lot of birds from the behind, so you definitely, if you don't get this weapon what is shooting forward and backward, you have to turn around and hit them. If not, they will kill you, because they will always reach you, as you can see by these birds right now. So, like I already mentioned, I always do left right here, left right, and if I don't do it correctly, I will not reach it, and I fall into the water and I lose time. So, another just learning and jumping situation. A lot of enemies coming. And then just go forward. And left and right. Left and right. Okay. Yeah, you see, like you lose like momentum if you don't do it correctly. It's like jumping here, jumping, hope for the right weapon. And just kill everything. And when they're close to you, you have to turn around and hit them. There will come another one of them. So here comes the ferry. Take the ferry. If not, good luck, because now you have to wait, because they have to pass you. Go on that one and stuff like that. You see, If you don't get the fairy, you don't get the right thing, what is important for you. Let's do it again. So, most of the stages are super easy, you just have to understand what you actually have to do. It's a jumping and shooting situation. And here is like, I always go to the right side, and every time when I touch this jumping thing I press really right, so I get the momentum, and then I try to not fall into the water. That's why I said gliding is important. I'm making a lot of mistakes right now, sorry for that. But I just want to show you how to play the levels, of course. And then we have the last level before the last boss, so we're not far away anymore from the end game. So yeah, I just press always right in the moment when I touch them, so I get the momentum and I don't fall into the water. And if you have here the shot what goes in both directions, you don't have to turn around. If you don't have that, you have to turn around. You just here take the fee, take it here, go on the platform, wait, and then wait until the platforms appear. Use the iframe situation, don't kill them, you are invincible. Here you go on the first platform until the top, and then you go on the second until you fall down, and then you appear again, and then there come some birds. Don't fall into the water, of course. We do it again in a second, but this is already like the ending, so you see it's just learning it. And we are again in the end. Just use the iframe situation then, the invincible situation of the fairy, and be in the right time to the right. Like, there come some platforms what you can actually get killed if you directly try to jump on them. You just have to wait on some of them so you don't get killed. Always press right in the moment you touch that. That's why I do like left right, so I always not lose the momentum. And then hope for the right weapon, I always say. And then to the left. And here comes now another platform, another birds. And just take out the fairy. And then just jump on that platform, wait here and then jump. Hold right. And then just use the glide if you want. You can kill them, you don't have to kill them. Go on that one, go on that one. Come down, if not you will die here. And then just use that and start shooting and take the weapons, and we are in the boss room. So boss room, Crabiolus. Another room where we can actually use the weapon from the last guys what are spawning. So best weapon is the rotation blade again, what we already had in the bouncy button part, and the rotation blade, what is going around your body, is actually really good for that. And the fireball stuff is actually also super good for that. The basic shot is also good because you can shoot him between the eyes. The bomb shot is not good, like I already mentioned earlier. This bomb shot is not good for bosses, it's just good for basic enemies because it makes less damage than you thought. The rings are okay. And yeah, if you don't get the rotation blades around your body, or the firestorm, the fireball thing, or the rings perhaps, I should just go with a normal shot. If you have to kill yourself anyway because your HP is high, and the basic shot is actually super okay if you don't get the right thing. There are coming a lot of crabs really fast on the screen, and with the basic shot or the rings or the bombs, you can kill them, and you can just see what kind of thing you get, what kind of weapon, and then comes the crab, and the crab is moving up and down, and you should kill the crab if you're doing it correctly before the crab can go forward. The crab has some helpers from the top and from the bottom shooting some water balls, and you should actually definitely also with a normal shot, with a basic shot, kill the Crabiolus before Crabiolus is moving forward in the screen and backward, so before Crabiolus actually starts to attack you. So what I always do is, like, if I am entering, I just kill myself if I have enough lives, and then just check what kind of weapon I get, And this weapon is actually super bad for these crabs. And this bomb is good, but the basic is also definitely enough. The rings are okay and the bombs, and yeah, if you die, you die. Don't worry. So this is actually like when they're coming 6, we're close to the end of this pattern. So 2 times 6, then they come 2 times 4, and this is the best weapon. And when you get this, just go in the middle of the ice here and yeah, dead. Perfect. Easy time, go to the right side. And we are done. So one more time, the whole stage and the boss fight. If you want, pick up some weapons there on the way to Crabiolos to kill the enemies in front of you faster. But you can also use the normal shot. And as you can see, if your mashing skills are not super fast, sometimes you will not kill the walrus with your weapon, whatever you have. So you always perhaps have to wait in front of the walrus. So if you have a good mashing skill, just do that, and then he's always dead. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and left, right. And then there come the birds from the behind and the front. If you are lucky, you have this forward-backward shot here, coming from that guy. If not, you have to turn around and shoot. So here comes now the ferry. Go on the first one, jump on the second one, wait, and then on the highest point go on the third one. Left, right, use the invincibility you got from the ferry, and then just go on the first one, fall down on the second one, and then go on the third one. And then you can start shooting, and then be careful with the platforms. And now we have this bomb attack. And now this music starts again, and when you're just in that time there, you made it correctly. So if you want, take some bomb shots because they're the fastest. You see what kind of weapon you get. The rings are also okay, but don't forget to kill yourself in a special part. So the rotation would be good for the boss. This would be a good weapon there for the boss. When you see 6 or whatever, just kill yourself to have lower HP, and then see what kind of weapon you get. And this was also okay for the boss fight. Go between the eyes. Go between the eyes, very important. You can only hit him there. And you see you can also get hit, and he should be dead before he's doing the attack. So you can see right now that this is the attack he's actually doing, and he should be always dead before. You can go with a normal shot, like I already said. It's sometimes even better than any weapon you have. So for Crabiolos, if you don't get rings or this firestorm or this rotation blade, what you just saw, go with a normal shot. So look for your HP, that your HP is down every time as much as possible. And every time when we are reaching the boss level with high HP, what you actually have to do is you have to kill yourself to bring it back to 7, and can be 8 when you're taking a weapon, and then just jump on the second one, highest part, left, right, big jump with glide I always do, and then just go on the first one, go on the second one. If you want, you will always fall down on that one, even if you try to pass it. And left, right, shoot at the birds. Be careful with everything. And now we are in the boss. Last boss time before we go to the final stage and the final boss of the game. And if you can plan to get the right weapon in the right time, what was the one I was just mentioning, that fireball, perfect for you, then you always get a quick kill. But you never know in what position you are right now. Since we are using right now the save state, we actually know that this can appear, this wonderful weapon for the boss. So I think one more, yeah, and now we get the perfect weapon. Take it late, go close, and say goodnight, crab, see you in hell, and dead. Best weapon to beat the boss. Also the small rotation blade, go between the eyes, very important. So the rotation blade works best between the eyes. And now I have to explain something in the next stage, because the next stage is kind of interesting. So there comes, of course, another thing what you just have to explode, that you get back full HP. There come some mushrooms, there come some enemies. There are many times, like in the beginning, there will be coming. I will just show you. So they're spawning like 3 enemies, and your only chance to avoid getting hit is to hit 2 of them, or at least the top one, and jump over them. Then there coming a lot of mushrooms and guys like that. And then later there come some kind of bad fairies and shoot water balls at you. And there are 2 ways in this level to play. The one is just forcing and then just always taking the weapon. The fastest way actually is to get hit by these water balls, because you still have the momentum to go to the right side. But problem in this is, of course, that you can also, because you don't have the control of your body, that you can bonk an enemy and then you have to come down again you died, and then you get like this dragon brings you down and you have to go again to the right side. So it's a little bit risky, but it's definitely worthy if you are on a good pace. I will show you later the guys what are showing waterboards to the last position where you are. So if you can use them by going to the right side and always having hopefully the right weapon, and take some HP, take some weapons. It's another thing of perhaps dodging and not dodging. Safe way would be always like when they are spawning next to you, hit them to get a weapon and then go forward again until they spawn again. Hit them again or shoot them again until they spawn, so you always have a good weapon, perhaps to kill these guys what are just right now spawning. There are some weapons where you don't have to move because they kill every enemy on the way. This like the rotation blade or the shots what are going on both sides. The bombs are also okay, you just turn around, shoot 1 bomb and then you kill all the 3. The rings and the what is it called? These drill thing is actually not so good because it's only killing 1. And yeah, you just have to see what kind of weapons you have. So you have like to jump over that, and these guys will always kill you. You have to kill like the 2nd and 3rd one, and yeah, I just show you the whole level before we go to the last boss. So let's start from here. So first thing is bring the tomato to explode, and then wait and then shoot. Don't go the top part, always go in the down part, it's easier. And this shot actually would be helping for that guys. Turn around, you see like some weapons can help, and now after these mushrooms there come these guys. And to be fast, you just take the damage and hope that your weapon didn't disappear. Look for your HP, very important, because now I'm almost dead. And it depends, if you like are close to die, you have to stop and kill guys to get another weapon. But it's definitely worthy still to die late and then get 4 weapons, than always waiting for the guys and hit them. Stay on the ground part. Don't go on the top part, because it's always harder. So normally you can do that, you can just kill them and then go forward. But it's definitely worthy, to get hit by some, and that's already the level. And as you can see, it's not so hard, you just need the right weapons. And now we go into the space and to the last boss. So I just show you 2 ways right now again about this last stage. I show you the slow one, what is if you are not so happy with the damage boost part, with the water boards. Look what kind of weapon you have here, turn around, kill them. And then when these last mushrooms are coming, dodge these guys and shoot these guys to get the next weapon. And then go forward again, because then they're coming guys. Take that weapon, dodge this ball, you know, like dodging the last position. And then try to not get hit. And this is like with dodging, you know. And if you hold the bomb goes actually really far away. And you can see you lose control if you get hit by these water balls. And then you just have to try to not get hit. This is like the safe strat, like always dodging the water balls and then go forward if the, let's say, if the air is free, we say. And now I will show you the fast way, what is risky. You have to recollect weapons and HP. You need the right weapons also to shoot backward. And the control you will lose a lot, so two ways. Dodge the guys who are shooting water balls. Try when this sparkle pink thing is coming, they're always coming 3 or 4, depends where you are. I recommend the down part. Shoot them. They're always like spawn with these sparkles, so you know where they're coming. And then dodge the water balls if you want, or use the water balls to your advantage to damage boost yourself forward. Hopefully have still the right weapon, and then look for your HP and refill it in the right time, or just take the death and then start the same strat again. So you get you go really fast forward. So let's do the quick strat. Hard one, but worthy. Just go down part, mash, and then just hope for the right weapons. We know the weapons already here, but they can be different, so don't take it seriously if I have these weapons that they are also later. And then just take the damage boost from the guys, and then just kill them. Take every fruit if you can. So yeah, I was just here waiting, but you can see it's super risky, and to get the right pattern with the damage boost is actually not so easy to find. So let us try this again. Let's see how far we can come without the death. Hold the bomb. If you're mashing the bomb, it's short range. If you're holding it, it goes longer. Here we take the damage boost. I just take the damage boost. And then here I dodge. And then I take again these guys out. And then I just take here the fruits. Take the damage boost. Take the death if you want. And then we are almost there. And then go forward, hopefully the right weapon, for example bomb or rings. And then we are there. But yeah, completely going with damage boost is not possible. You need really skills to take weapons in the same time and fruits together with taking the damage boost, what is super hard and mostly not possible. So there will be a way where you actually have to dodge. So just be ready for that. So you can take the damage boost when you have like high HP, and then just can take the death like I said, because there will be a death anyway, and then dodge some of them. Take the weapon. Here you could take all the fruits, but you see, like, super risky strat actually. But definitely worthy if you do it correctly in the right time. One more time before we go to the last part. Don't go to the top part, too many enemies, trust me. Top part is always riskier here than bottom part. Let's do that one more time fast. So we get the damage boost here, hopefully we have the right weapon. So just take everything here, the damage boost, shoot in the right time. You have to take these guys out actually. You saw it's really hard to get the damage boost and get these guys out with the right weapon. So better would be actually if you have like rings or something. Shoot behind you. So let's do this correctly if you want. Just hopefully you have the right weapon mashed. You can wait there. So if you don't have the rings, you can wait there. Like hold in for a second and then just kill them. But yeah, it's completely luck what kind of weapon you have right now. We are just training right now with this kind of pattern what we have. There can be different weapons you have, like the rotation blades or whatever. So here I just wait now to kill them both and take some weapons, dodge this one. dodge a little bit, take the weapon. When you die, you die. Take the damage boost if you want. You can dodge them, if you can see. But yeah, even some deaths are worthy. You will be still faster than dodging everything, but try your luck, I always say in this level. Dodging everything is definitely safer, but also slower. But getting hit a lot is also super slow, because you have to wait until your animation of death is like that, you get your new life is coming. So try out, see what you can do, and then just if you want, you have still the shot, you can dodge something. If you have low HP, you definitely have to dodge stuff. And then if you want, well, I jumped just a little bit too high, if not it would be like the perfect stage. And as you can see, every time waterboard's touching you, you lose control, you are jumping twice in one direction. And that is always making you in a bad situation. Take fruits on the way if you can, if you want. Some fruits are giving more health than others. You can try to avoid these waterboards, of course, by jumping over them when they're coming, but sometimes you actually really have to kill enemies and dodge. So as you can see, sometimes you have no other choice than waiting, because if you don't wait, you die for sure. So that would be like, I would call a good stage. Let's do it one more time, and then I'll show you the final boss. Don't forget to dodge in the right time. The first three you definitely have to kill, 2 on the top, or at least the third one on the top. Look what kind of weapon these guys are spawning. Kill the guys from the behind. Take some fruits on the way if you can, if it's not destroying you. Wait here. Wrong. Never go on the top part. Never. Always kills you a lot. The bottom part is definitely easier. So as you can see, sometimes dodging is not bad. You lose like 2 seconds or whatever, but still you're fast enough. And if you die, perhaps sometimes it's not even the worst. But yeah, if you lose the control of your character, it could be that you are losing the time. This stage can be really fast if you have the right weapon and have a good health management. But trust me, it's not easy to optimize this stage. You can try, of course, but it's up to you. I always dodge, you know, most of the time, so I have the right weapon. Then I go again when I can, because dodging sometimes is not so slow. Sometimes I always lose a life, that can definitely happen, and that's not a big deal. And here, for example, I have the right weapon, and I just shoot to the behind, 2 of them, and that's it. So let's go to the last part of the game. We have again our wonderful situation of enemies. You can kill them. If you have low HP, you can stay with that, or you can bring them up. I mean, there will be a two-phase boss. First one is a guy what is looking like you a little bit, riding a dragon, where you have to shoot the face. I tell you later what kind of weapon you actually can use, what is the best. And then this guy will be turning into a ghost and is only attackable when he's stopping and shooting thunder from the top. The thunders are RNG, you don't know when they are coming to you, and they are taking 2 HP down, so it's definitely not a bad thing to bring it up to 7 or 8 HP. So you're safe. And yeah, for the second phase you have the normal shot only, and I will tell you how to play this guy, because he's always moving. It's RNG if he's moving where he's moving, but he's always coming for you somehow, sometimes. So best weapon for that first dragon phase on the face is the rotation blades again, or the firestorm thing. And third best is like this shot was going forward and backward, and the rings, kind of that. Never take the drills, never take the bombs, and yeah. Then second phase is just mashing and hoping that he's making short ways so you can attack him a lot, and that's it. So we are just having that automatic phase. You don't have to look for the lives. If you have 0 lives, okay, you can kill yourself again. Bring a little bit the HP up if you are low. And when they're like, the last one will be like a double once. And here is like we are close to the end. And one more down, and then comes here 2 of them. And take the best weapon of these 2, what is like this one. And then just go for the head for the dragon, and be careful when he's shooting, because he's going for you, and so he's going always to you. And this is like the first phase. And if you want to bring your HP down, you can take these tornadoes and bring it down, and then you start mashing. He's coming for you. Always shoot like on the ground part. If he's making super long ways, it's slow. It's like going 1 forward, 1 backward, 1 forward, and then he's dead. And then you go again to the right, and then wait until music is out, and then you have to walk in the next screen to the right, and then you're done. So let's just do this part again. So just bring up a little bit your HP for your own health. If you want to bring it later down, after the first phase there are some tornadoes flying around, what you just saw touched me. You just fly into them. So it's better to have more HP in the beginning, like 7 or 8, and then bring it down by these tornadoes, than later like having not so much HP and then almost dying. This guy's having a pattern, you know, it's like just go for the right pattern. And now comes the last 2, and you take the better weapon from these 2. What is the rings? Then you go just to the face, shoot quickly, let him not attack you, and then take this tornadoes to bring a little bit of your HP down. You start mashing. He's going into a ghost. First one is coming to you. If you're like in his way, he will always kill you. So you have to see where he's coming. Best way is just go down, and where is his tail, you can still attack him. So you're like close to him, but he will not kill you. But he will always go first to the forward, then he goes to the right, I don't know how long, and then he comes back to you. And you just have to check where he is, and then goes forward again, and then he's going backward again, and so on and so on. So this is like how it goes. And first phase, just go for the head and let him not attack. If you have the right weapon, he will not attack. If he's attacking you, he will do a fire ball thing, what you know from your own overpowered weapon. And this is a good weapon here, the rotation blade. The rings are okay. This one is not so good, but better than the bombs, for example, what you just saw there. So rings are okay. And this one is the best from this too. So you go just to the face, hit the face, avoid the tornadoes, let them not hit you. And then if you want, bring the HP down if you want to be really fast. And then start mashing and see where he's going. And this is the worst position where he can actually go. You see, it's RNG, you never know where he's coming. And then he's coming back, and he can go long ways, but you cannot attack him, or he can make short ways. It's completely RNG what he's doing. So yeah, there are ways when he's like coming into a position where you cannot actually, where you always die. There are also ways where you just always try to go for his tail. So that's what I just recommend. Take the right weapon with you and go for the two faces and bring your HP a little bit up, especially in the beginning. And then later bring it down by these tornadoes flying around. So you see I have really a lot of HP right now, and every tornado what is hitting me, I just take it and bring it a little bit down, so I have 3, and then I start mashing and hope he's doing the right pattern. Here is like I still go to his tail, and every time a thunder is hitting me I'm getting 2 damage. And a 3-phase is actually the best what you can get. A 2-phase is almost impossible. For that you need like mashing skills like a Taz. But a 3-phase is definitely okay for the last one. So one more time. I will just now try to not kill so many of these guys here, so I get this rotation blade, what I wanted to show you. So yeah, look for the firestorm part, or for the rotation blades, or for the rings. Now we get 2 of them, and that should be the rotation blade. And now we have like the horrible weapon, because the bombs, they make really not so much damage, so it's even definitely better to use than the normal shot. You make more damage with the normal shot. So in any case, if you have not the rings, the rotation blades, or the firestorm, or even that forward-backward shot, go with the normal shot. It's definitely better than the bombs or the drills. So yeah, use or choose your weapons all the run wisely. And remember what I was mentioning, which weapon is the best, and go with that. And good luck. This one is a good one, like what I just showed you. Rings are okay. We stay with the rings. Go to the face. Don't get hit by these tornadoes, dodge them, and start to get the hit when you want after that. This phase you have to wait anyway, and start mashing and hope he's coming to the good position. Like he does not even have to go to the corner. So go close, and then see, like he can make really short waves, and that is better for you because he starts to be, when he's making short waves he can be attacked quicker. So every time when he's moving from one place to the other place on that screen, you cannot attack him. You can only attack him when he's stopping. So the best way would be like he's making really short movements, like close to that, close to that, close to that. So you can start attacking him. That makes a lot of time in the end. And you just go forward after you killed him and wait until everything goes. And time will be in the moment when we are touching the legendary armor, what will be coming to the next screen. So there's no time. Right now you have to wait until you touch the legendary armor. What is coming in the next screen. You have to hold right. It's very important. If you don't move, nothing happens. And then you hold right, and when you are touching it, that means your body is not moving anymore, then it's time. So you just wait until it counts down. And now we come to the screen, and you just hold right and press split end in the moment when you're touching this one. So if you don't move, like you can move to the left and right, but you just move to the right and boom. In that moment, when you touched it, you split and you got your time. And you read the story, what happened and what is next, and you found the legendary stuff again. So let's do it one more time, that last part. And I show you like in the moment when I would press time. So you saw the final boss level, you saw this one here, bring a little bit the HP up. Definitely not worthy to go with low HP into the boss fight, because you get hit by the tornadoes anyway mostly. Dodging them is not so easy, and you have to concentrate to hit his face, the dragon's face, because he's only vulnerable there, in the body not so much. So bring a little bit your HP down, like 6 or 7 is definitely okay. Get the right weapon. There's a fireball, perfect. So I can show you right now how quickly he's dead with this. You see how quickly he's dead? That is super nice. And it will disappear anyway, so you never have a second phase. And then just hope that he's not moving so much, hope that no thunder is hitting you. 3 thunders always. So, yeah. 3 thunders, there will always come 3 thunders before he's moving again. So you see like 1, 2, 3. And then when the third one is coming down, you should go away from him so he's not killing you, because he's like going left, right, and left. And this is the pattern how he has. I go to the right side. The points are going down. And then I just hold right. And I tell you now when I'm splitting. It is now. And that's final time. And you finished the speedrun of Wonder Boy 3 Monster Lair console beginner. And I hope you have a time you like. So, with that was the tutorial of Wonder Boy 3 Monster Lair, the arcade port for the Sega Genesis, category US console beginner. And I hope you got an information what you have to do in every level, in every boss fight, what kind of weapons have to be spawned, what weapons are helping you, especially in that or this boss, and what you should avoid. Stuff like how you bring your hunger HP down, how you fight a boss, where you have to fight the boss, what kind of phase he has, where you can use the weapon, where you have to play with a normal shot, which level you have to do what. And in that case, hopefully this tutorial helps you to get a good time. World record is actually in the moment 19 minutes and 8 seconds. And as you can see at my sum of best, it's possible to get a sub 19. So if you really want to go for that, go for that. Go for sub 19, get the world record. It's an easy game to learn. You should be definitely easily picking up everything to get a 20 or 19. And everything else, I guess, mostly is not only execution, is also RNG based, especially with the slot room, where he has to give you the right hearts. Other bosses where you get the overpowered weapon or the right weapon, stuff like that. Bring the HP down, having a low HP situation, not using too many continues and not dying too often in the area before the boss. That means in the level where you actually have to move forward. In the boss, when you die, well, you don't even lose time. So if you have 0 lives there, kill yourself to get a continue, so you have 4 lives again. And that's it for the tutorial, I guess. If there's any questions, what you don't understand about this game, or what is like worrying or bothering you, come to me and ask me, and I'll try to give you the information what is needed to speedrun that or this thing when you didn't understand that. But mostly it's just forcing the screen to go to the right and sometimes even dodging at the right time, using the invincibility fairies, and get a good time and hope for the good RNG for Slots Room. So yeah, with that, let's see who we can send you so you have something to watch with the real speedrun, and I will be back tomorrow, I guess, with normal stuff.